What's up guys, Tushar here. Welcome to a brand new tutorial. This is the first time I'm trying something like this, so might as well start off with a tool which we all love, Canva. Today we'll be making a stop motion animation using Canva, which goes something like this. First of all, open Canva on your preferable web browser. I am using the free version of Canva. You might also purchase the premium membership if you wish. Let's create a custom size canvas. I'll be going with a square design. So let's select 1080 by 1080 pixels. It comes under the recent app because I've used it recently. It'll take some time to create the project. You can name it whatever you want. I'll go with stop motion animation tutorial. Oops. Let's jump right into it. As you can see, you can select all of these backgrounds for absolutely free. You have tons of options, but in my recently used tab, I have this particular background which I'll adjust to my liking. You can also change its color by going here. The top color will change according to the color which you choose over here. You can also adjust the colors like this or use the hex code or the RGB values for any specific color that you like. The specific color which I will be going with is this. Now we can add some elements. Again, in the recently used tab, I'll be shown with the elements which I've used recently. So let's go with this. You can copy paste the same element again. I can flip it and I can use it as per my liking. So this looks good. Yep, might as well add some grass on the bottom. Again, duplicate it and again duplicate it. Yep, so this looks good. Now might as well search for flowers in the elements tab, but as you can see, they have a lot of options, but none of these options are favorable for me. So I want a PNG image of a flower called Genda Phool, and we call it as Genda Phool in India. I don't know what's its English equivalent, but you can search for Genda Phool PNG images on any search engine, and as you can see, we have a lot of results. I think I chose this one. We can view the file and just download the PNG image of the same, and we can just drag and drop it onto our canvas, and as you can see, this is the one. So we can adjust the size, we can shrink it, stretch it, whatever we want to do. We might as well adjust it like this. It looks a bit bigger, and you can copy paste a lot of them and we can start adjusting them as per our preference. And I'll jump right into the finished project in a bit. So yeah, this is the finalized design. As you can see, I've kind of overlapped these two elements right over here. Okay, and also we have the option of customizing this particular element as per our convenience, as per our liking. So if I tap on the element, then I navigate to this particular green color, which is the second one from the left. If I select let's say this blue color, so this will be changed to blue along with some other small elements which is present in this, such as this string is also changed to blue, which is kind of weird. So I'll keep it this way, and this seems kind of cool. Now it's the time to count the number of flowers that we have, because we want one flower in each frame of our stop motion animation. So you can count it like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 blah blah blah. I've counted it, so I know that the total number of flowers over here is 100. Also we can select all of this, just drag and select all of them. We can group them as one, and then we can position it all together. Also this particular tab helps us to do that, since I want it a bit lower. So yeah, this looks kind of cool. Yeah, so since we have a total of 100 flowers, I will just ungroup it so that I can arrange any one of them as I like. You can count it on your own depending on the words you want to use. In this case it's 100. So I will have to duplicate this particular page 100 times. But before that, in a stop motion animation, according to my preference, I feel like per frame should last approximately 0.1 seconds. So in this particular tab, there is no animation. As you can see, it's none, but we get a timer. So this timer means the number of seconds this particular page or this particular design will last. So just keep it as 0.1 for now. I'll explain it later on why is this important. This is a very important step. So as you can see, we just have one page in our design right now, and the page is set to a timer of 0.1 seconds. Now let's go ahead and duplicate this particular page 100 times. So click on it, so it's written page 2, and take this page 3, page 4, and we have to continue doing it till it reaches 100. So a small tip will be using Canva's mobile application, because it gives you an option of selecting a number of pages and then duplicating all of them at once. So it will make your job easier. Otherwise, if you have less elements, so the total number of pages that you want to use is less, we can just go ahead and duplicate it like this. But since I have done it beforehand for you guys, so I'll just open that particular project or that particular design. It will take some time to load because it has 100 pages. Yep. So as you can see, I have duplicated this particular page 100 times. I can show it to you, but it will take some time to load again. Yep. So see, page 100. Now if I tap on this page, or let's say the page previous to that, so you can see the timer is set to 0.1 seconds. This is due to the fact that we started from the first page and it was of 0.1 seconds. As you duplicate it 100 times, each of the pages time will be automatically set to 0.1 seconds. Now for this particular page, the timing was 0.1 seconds, but since this is the last page, we want the audience to get a hold of the word written over here for some time. We want this particular page to stay for some time. So I'll go with 3 seconds. You can also go with 5 or 10 or whatever you like. I can go with 3 seconds, and I will go with 3 seconds, and you can change it afterwards. So now the main task is we have to start from the very end. So what will we do is stay on the 100th page or the last page. We don't have to change anything over here. We will move one page up, so we'll reach the 99th page, and we will delete one of the flowers over here. We can delete it like this, but since I have already deleted, so yeah, so we delete one of the flowers from here. I hope you can see my cursor. If we move more up, as you can see, we have removed 2 flowers now. If you move up again, so 3 flowers again, so 4 flowers. Or a better way to visualize is like I have 2 flowers right over here. If I move up, so I will be left with just 1. So we will continue doing this like this, like this, like this, till we reach up, and as you can see, the flowers are disappearing one by one. Make sure to delete just 1 flower per page, because that will help your animation to look more consistent, and it will look much better in this way. So if I scroll all the way up, as you can see, if I reach page number 5, so I'll be left with 4 flowers. I reach page number 4, I'll be left with 3 flowers. Page number 3, so 2 flowers. Page number 2, so 1 flower, and then page number 1, so I'm left with 0 flowers. As you can see, our design is complete, and the last step is to go ahead and download this particular design as an MP4 video. Make sure to check this option, otherwise Canva will download all of the 100 pages as PNG, which we don't want. We want it to be downloaded as a MP4 video. So just select this particular option. Make sure all the pages are selected, so just click on all pages, click on done. You can save these download settings or you might not, it's totally up to you. It really doesn't matter, and just click on download. Canva will pre-process your downloading and I will speed it up for you guys. So our video is downloaded and it looks something like, so as you can see, per frame is of 0.1 seconds as we discussed earlier, and the last frame or the last design page is for 3 seconds. We can either way extend it or so, but it looks cool. So we can do one more thing, just create another design of the same size and it will come under the recent tab. Okay, and we can import the video which we just downloaded onto this new design, and we can stretch it so that it covers the entire page. Okay, and we can also upload our own music onto Canva, and I've already uploaded it and trimmed it down to the number of seconds this video clip is of, and we can just tap on it, and we can finally download this complete video along with the audio through the downloads tab, and make sure it was selected as MP4 video, and we will be able to change the name of our downloaded file later on, like this. So I want to save it over here. Final house warming tutorial, and it looks something like this. That's it for today. I hope you like this small tutorial. Support me if you want more such content like this, and comment down below your thoughts, as this is the first time I'm doing a tutorial like this. Comment down below any thoughts that you might have and any further topics you want me to cover on Canva. Thank you guys.